guys, welcome back to Cells in the Fog, and we're on episode 5. It said, Fate gives Adelaide the opportunity to establish once and for good the status of Gentleman of Luck. I think it's probably supposed to say once and for all. Oh, whoops, I forgot to get tea. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. Episode 5, playing now. Dude, literally it's been like 20 minutes since I did that. I got so distracted. Like, I was like calling people. Oh shit, I wanted to get that. Get it. I got it. Yes! Sorry, I just wanted to get the new picture for the new screen thing. I don't know. Leave me alone. Robbery. It's time to leave this ship. The ship is no longer staying afloat. As soon as the spirit of the half-dead ship was freed, the mystical forces ceased to keep the ship afloat and Santa Maria began to sink. We must hurry. Goodbye, Santa Maria. You served mankind well. You unveiled a new world for us. An entire world. Now rest. Rest in peace. The Santa Maria sinks to the bottom, and as soon as the ship disappeared under the surface of the water, the weather began to improve. You did it. Look, they found clothes on the ship. Indeed. Now I can show off in front of the ladies. Excuse me? Was there nothing in my size? Keep on dreaming. As soon as he heard a familiar voice from the lower deck, the lemur rushed to meet Adelaide. Hi. And the animal did not come empty-handed. He handed the girl a stolen bottle of wine. Oh, I really needed that. The weather is improving, although I'm afraid the seas will still grow still. Perhaps that isn't a bad thing. Both us and the ship need a rest. It's hard for me to imagine what you face there. Oh, don't even ask, Father. If you need to unburden your soul, always know that I am ready to help you at any time. It is not necessary, really. But you appear to me to be on the verge of a breakdown. If you continue to torment yourself like this, then I fear I will have no one left to take care of. You take on too much. You need to give yourself more rest. And of course, pray more often. I pray, and I feel well every day. Oh, you and your ways. Ugh. So what? No more quarrels and disputes? Oh, my soul. I've tried every method of exorcism available to me, and it seems that only the two of us can see this ghost. And the unreasonable beast. The lemur can see it too? The crew already thinks I'm crazy, and so I resign. Then leave us alone. I need to talk about something with my mentor. Very well. I have disturbing news regarding your old friend. Are you talking about... Yes, I'm talking about Cortez. And she told him the whole story. I feel involved in this. No length of seclusion could atone for this guilt. And most importantly, I left him and could not stop him, dissuade him, or reason with him. I don't think it's your fault. He had already lost his mind, and I fear he would have raised his hand against you. And then I would have gone mad on that island. And I would never have learned what I needed to. You did everything right. But I thought that the fog was caused by the curse cast upon us by the spirits after our betrayal. We don't know anything for certain yet. We still have to find out. Admiral, don't isolate yourself. Join us. We experienced a terrible disaster and lost many members of the crew. We must remember them. Of course. The crew gathered in the hall, bringing out the last remnants of the edible supplies. Oh, this is where the ball took place. I just remembered. There was more wine and rum than usual. Everyone was sluggish and hesitant, and nobody wanted to touch the food, until Sebastian's voice broke the silence. This was not our first loss. The sea took almost the entire crew of the first swallow. We alone miraculously survived. I know that this will not make it easier for anyone, but in the future, we will lose others. No one promised us that we will live forever. However, what we do, and the way we live, is the only thing that I could call a real life. In the past month, each of you experienced more than a sleepy town person would during his entire life. We pay the sea a price for everything. And these brave people fought to the end to protect our lives and our ship. They perished so that we could live. And that's why we must cast away sorrow. They would not want that for us. And I raise this glass for those who are still alive. For those who gave their lives for us. For true friends. For an unbreakable friendship. For those who are at sea. For the sea. For the rescue or revenge. Oh my goodness. Everyone's doing like heartwarming things. I guess the rescue. I think I'm gonna keep it nice and wholesome and go with the rescue. And the opportunity to go on our way to the end. No matter what it takes. Having lost as few friends and teammates as possible. Whatever it takes, sorry. May each of us cope with the burdens that we carry. Emptying the cups, the crew wiped away their tears, and the conversations began. Cautiously at first, but over time, more and more lively. The weight began to lift from their shoulders, and now, instead of regret over the departed, there were stories and legends, the best ones about those who were no longer with them. Eventually, Adelaide managed to forget about the heavy weight on her soul for a while. Oh, the wine was straight to my head. I need some air. Let's take the hat off. Starting to look a bit crazy. We can go and find my pirate hat. Maybe that one? That was kind of dope. Or we can just go with our hair down. What are we thinking? Let's go with our hair down for a while. That's pretty good. Do I have a trinket on? I don't have any trinkets on. I'm pretty sure I have a tattoo somewhere. Those are earrings, tattoo, mermaid. Okay, I saw my arm. Lovely mask, sapphire necklace, a veil, no trinkets. Okay, let's go with the tattoo. Yeah. Cool. Even now, the sea calms me. Yes, my friend? We survived and broke through. Again. But how many breakthroughs lie ahead of us? And will each time be like this for us? Of course, you're just a figurehead who can't talk. Or maybe wanted to be alone? Rather, to admire the sea and the stars. Let's admire them together. Oh crap, now I need more gems. Dang it. No, I want to be alone. That's so rude. Alright, let's admire them together. He came up behind her and the girl felt his big, warm hands embracing her shoulders. Jackie pulled her to him as if sheltering her from the wind. And Adelaide felt warm and comfortable. How are you? Fine. Why do you ask? No reason. I just worry about you. I'm already used to many things, but I'm not used to your arms. So, hug me some more. Of course. And he squeezed the girl even more. She enjoyed feeling tender and fragile in his arms. May I ask you a question? Of course. So, why have you been so slow? Slow? Approaching me. I thought I already explained. And yet? People are usually looking for someone of their status. Looking at you, it was obvious that you're not just a common woman. Your posture, manners, education, and so on. But you yourself are well educated. Well, not really when compared to you. Nonsense. With your skills, you could secure a respectable position anywhere. Not exactly any. Well, nearly any. I dream of a day when it will all cease to be important to people. But I don't think that day will ever come. Look at us. Is it not proof that any differences can be easily overcome? Well, there was one other thing that held me back. I was afraid I would scare you. Surprised, the girl turned to face him. Scare me? My size. You fool. Jackie laughed out loud and took the girl into his arms, raising her high. She caught her breath, and lowering her a little, he kissed her. Adelaide put her hands on his cheeks and responded with a long kiss. At that moment, it was as if they were alone in the entire world. Alone with the sea and the salty wind that ruffled their hair and cooled their bodies gently. Oh my god. I love Jackie so much. How is everything so cute? Oh my gosh. That is a big dude. In more ways than one, apparently. The next morning, I was wrong. A perfect tailwind. If it persists, we will quickly find ourselves on Tortuga. I hope your prediction will be fulfilled. Right. I have important business on Liberty Island. Sails off to the port side. It's the Walrus. Sending more pigeons, eh? It's doing some strange maneuvers. It's in no rush to come alongside. Did I want to say hello to their captain? Suspicious. Signal them to come alongside. Bobby began to signal frantically, and the Walrus finally changed course, drawing near the galleon. Greetings, Admiral. Hello, hello. What were those maneuvers? We spotted a Sephardic ship. They're trading in these waters? Of course. They supply all of the colonies, especially Diego. But we lost them. Just before we encountered you, we lost sight of them. Without Flint, your pursuits are not as successful. Shut up! No need to get fired up. There were few who could match Flint's cunning and flair. As if the devil himself was helping him. Flint may be gone, but Riptide is with us. These men are suggesting we raise the sails and resume the pursuit. I think we should... Yeah, I can't keep putting them off on robbing somebody, so... Sorry. Start the pursuit. I can already smell the profit. We had no doubts. Anyone sailing under the Crown's flag is helping Diego one way or another, and I swore to destroy his reign. He promised to wipe out piracy. Well then, let us show how meaningless his words are. I want you to lead this boarding. But you're more experienced. Exactly. If we have to communicate with other captains, not individually, but with the whole council of pirate captains, you should have more clout. And this can only be achieved by being involved. I get it. That makes sense. That's dope. I like it. Alright. Riptide sailed full speed ahead, following Bones' tip, and very soon a ship appeared on the horizon. It was a small sloop. Its size allowed it to escape from the Walrus's pursuit, but they could not outrun the galleon. The Walrus and her crew remained far behind on the horizon, unable to keep up the pace. Seeing Riptide sailing under the black flag, the enemy crew came to life, and Sephardic ship began to move more quickly. Every time. Well, if we're sailing a sloop or brig, but this is a galleon. A galleon will drive our anchor through their spleen. What are they expecting? That a sea serpent will stop us? They will only cripple their own ship. I don't want to chase them. Jackie, give them a warning shot. Got it. The cannonball from the deck gun arched 30 feet to the left. I think they accelerated. This is bad. We can't blast them with the cannons. Well, we can. But then there will be nothing left of the ship or its goods. Exactly. Well, continue the pursuit. The galleon went straight towards the retreating ship, gradually closing the gap. I can't help but notice they have a pretty good navigator. Reach straight ahead. That was their plan. We cannot go through there, but they have a chance. We must take the helm to port. I don't know. And try to at least get a partial line of sight from the deck. Not a problem. At first, Riptide was still closing the distance, but then it turned, showing the fugitive its side. Fire the bar shots. Fire bar shots from all cannons. Chained together, cannonballs flew towards the sloop with a howl, spinning wildly through the air. They went above the deck so as not to damage it. Crack, shunk, crack, bam. The bar shots toward the sails and wrecked the mast. Now their wings are cut. When we approach, fire a pair of shots at them, so that they give up on any hopes of resisting. The almost stationary vessel was easily overtaken before it could escape into the reefs. Being a massacre, the entire merchant crew came out onto the deck, putting their weapons in a neat pile. We will show where the most valuable goods are. You won't even have to turn everything upside down. Only please, no violence. The animals, sensing unexplored spaces, immediately rushed to investigate the foreign deck, probably to search for some new shiny things. A born pirate. These are reasonable people? Only they could have done without running away from us. Now they've added the cost of repairs to the loss of goods. Following the tips of the merchants, the crew began to clean out their ship. Not very much, but overall, it's high quality. Tobacco, preserved fruits, spices, hemp, and dye. We won't make a fortune from it, but it's quite enough for getting by. Look what I found. I think it suits you. Choose an Italian dress. Okay, we got an elegant Venetian in purple. Not bad. An Italian dress in nice black. Huh. I don't think you get anything from this. I kind of like the black one better. But I do love purple. I don't know, this dress just looks itchy. Like with all those like beading and buttons, like you like scratch yourself on them. Have you ever worn a dress with like that? I just can't. Think how uncomfortable that would be. I'm going with this one. A dress. And just one. But I see no ladies among you. Here's the thing. It's not right for a young senorita to bake in the sun. Besides, I would not recommend robbing her. We're taking her from Italy to Martinique. And if you do not want to gain a powerful enemy, I am already Diego de Ochoa's personal enemy. Tell me where she is. Can I come in? Can I stop you? Before Adelaide appeared, a frail, almost emaciated young lady playing solitaire. And why are you sitting in such darkness? So that the sun does not spoil the whiteness of my skin. Don't your eyes hurt? No, they don't, but only because I use eye drops made from belladonna. It dilates the pupils. They say it is beautiful. They say? Pick a card. Why? These are not simple cards. These are tarot cards. They are magical. Do not be afraid. I don't remember what these do. Let's go with the first. And what does it mean? Sorcerer. The sorcerer. It means... Oh, you have no idea what it really means. Excuse me? Your cards seem to be interpreted somewhat abstractly, but not this time. Whatever you say. Keep this card to yourself. It may serve you in the future. I want to try again. Is this choosing a different card? Why would I try again? Can I keep both of the cards? Let's see what else we can get. The second card. And what does that mean? Strength. Strength. More precisely, you are filled with power. This is a card of great accomplishments. I would like to believe that. I don't always feel I have the strength to overcome challenges. You worry in vain. The power never left you. As you say. And of course, take this one too. I'll take this one too, so we can keep all the cards. Okay, let's keep going then. The third. And what does that mean? Peace. Peace. It predicts the end of adventures and duties. To be honest, this is not what I would ask for. Do not be afraid. It won't happen tomorrow. It only means that a wonderful reward awaits you. I would not settle for anything less. As you say. And of course, take this one too. Might as well get the last one. Pick the fourth. And what does that mean? Tower. Oh. Oh? The tower. Usually this is not a very good card. It means collapse. What? Of something that was important to you. A heavy loss. I think it has already happened to me. As you say. Oh no, can I go back? I don't want that card. Put it back. Put it back. I don't want it. No. Oh no, what have I done? I don't want this card. And of course, take this one too. You took all the cards. Apparently, I'm a gambler. Take me with you. Do you know where we are going? To Tortuga, I hope. Why do you wish to go there? Women are respected there, and there is freedom. I don't know what you've heard, but every woman that wants to move to Tortuga must pay a large fee to the city during the year. And there are not many ways for a newcomer to earn money. More precisely, there is only one. I agree. Listen. A pleasant life awaits you. You will dress in silks and dispose of the governor's money, knowing nothing. And then Adelaide stopped abruptly. She realized that she'd begun to speak exactly as her own mother had of the life she would have had with Diego, and we know how that would have went. Your name is Adelaide, right? How do you know? Your fame has preceded you and spread throughout these lands. And as I recall, it all began with the fact that you yourself did not want to live in a gilded cage. You grew up in Santo Domingo, not under the watchful eye of a huge family. I can't even read. My parents thought it would be better for peace, better for me, so I could not read romantic novels or correspond with men. I already feel that I am fading like a shadow in the light, and I'm ready for anything to start living. I already have the most powerful fleet in these seas chasing after me. Would you like me to be hunted everywhere I go? This was selfish. Forgive me. Nah, I'm taking you. Get up. I was in your shoes once, but I was lucky. And I would not forgive myself knowing that someone was tangled in the same nets that were prepared for me. Thank you. Thank the governor of Tortuga. Maybe in gold. Just let me gather my things. I think we're done here. We have a new passenger until we reach Tortuga. The girl squinted terribly. The daylight was extremely painful to her eyes. Hello? What the hell? Shut up. You have no right. Another word. Mother of God, what a beauty. Wow. Since when do we ferry spoiled royals? You don't know anything about me. Will she pay the fare? Let's go. Come on. I think I smell Tortuga on the breeze. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We have about 37 diplomacy, which means we have enough of that for what we're gonna need later. Alright, episode 6. Liberty Island is reached. Finally, there's an opportunity to take a breath and just relax. Yeah. Every time one of these stories says that, then there's no time for that. It's always something horrible happening. I don't know. Oh wait, is this supposed to be Tortuga here in this picture? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's cool. Liberty Island. A couple of days later. How much longer till Tortuga? I see you're at the end of your patience. But the answer is still the same. We will arrive by evening. The sea is fair, so it should be smooth sailing. I hope so. The new Senorita Lorenza Capulet came up on deck. Capulet? Isn't it like Romeo and Juliet? Well, it's one of their last names. Ah, how good it feels. I can't believe that I'm free at last. I still wake up feeling as if I have to. Your commitments are behind you, and you don't owe anything to the Capulet household any longer, but there is a commitment awaiting you at your new home. I know, and I will prepare myself. By the way, I was going to ask about your last name. Yes, it is a question I have heard before. The official position of our family is that Shakespeare's work is a random coincidence. Those Englishmen spoil everything. I wish you success. Dear friend, you can stop telling me these things. Everyone you have met in your entire life combined did less for the church than me alone, and now it is a burden that I must bear. This is the holy duty of every person. No, you do not understand me, and you will never understand. You have to see it yourself to understand. But look at what the new world is becoming. It was a sacrifice that had to be made. Your new world is now drowning in a fog that brings the undead with it. I think it's all just a monstrous mistake. Colonization was a monstrous mistake. Am I interrupting? Right? They're sitting there having conversations. What? He went from like, curse you evil spirit, to like, now they're like dear friends having like moral, like choice conversations, discussions. I don't know. Of course not. We're just having a disagreement about the role of the church. But I think we will continue at another time. I have something to tell you. I decided to go with you to Tortuga. Lately, trouble has been following you everywhere, and there are terrible rumors about that place. I'm afraid you might get caught up in something. And I think it would be better if I was near. People traveling with a priest are always respected by sailors, and my presence will not be too much. Padre. I understand your concern, but I want to mingle with the crowd, not stand out from it. Mingle with the society, and if trouble finds me, then I'll stand up for myself, or my friends will help me. Good. I will pray for you as well. I will take my mentor with me, though. Tortuga. It's the only thing you talk about on this ship. I will be truly interested in seeing this island state. In my time, it had not been established. So, what's stopping you? Come with me. Alas, my spirit is bound to the ship. I can be near the ship, or places close to the spirit world. I was just about to say that, like, what about on the island? But the temple was. But I am unable to leave the ship on my own. I can figure something out. Some magic. It's not worth the energy or risk. You have more pressing concerns. And the ghost pointed to the painful mark on her hand. Yes. The pain is getting worse and worse. I heard that there are shamans and witches on the island. Go to them, and I'll watch over the galleon. Thank you. By the way, who has any plans for once we're on the island? First, you should assemble the Council of Captains. The council has not met for many years. Many of the new captains have never participated. Council? The tradition comes from when the Pirate Code was written. To bring order to the life on the island, 4 of the most influential pirates met and established a code. This code has governed Tortuga ever since, and each new captain, upon visiting the island for the first time, signs the code. But sometimes events occur that require the attention of all the pirates on Tortuga, and every captain has the right to assemble the council. Every ship must abide by the decisions made by the council, or be forever exiled from the island. They need to be convinced to oppose Diego or help fight the fog. Help with the fog, right? I mean, Diego's one thing, but Cortez and Davy Jones probably is another thing. Help fight the fog. This is our reason for coming to Tortuga, but the captains are capricious. It would not be easy to convince them, and if that doesn't work, well, we will be on our own. Land, straight ahead. And the entire crew rushed to the deck as if possessed, happily waving their headgear and shouting inarticulately. Even the lemur perked up, sensing the earth, and began to running circles. He was already missing the solid surface. Hooray! Hooray! Hurrah! Damned I be. Act rowdily? What does that even mean? Just rejoice with everyone. Hooray! And the voices of the crew began to converge in unison, creating a special, unique sound of the sea. Alright, we're on Tortuga. Riptide is approaching the pier. The galleon's size made it difficult to squeeze into the pier, but Sebastian, true to his reputation, pulled off the maneuver with grace. More, you sleepy rats. The boys creaked underfoot as Adelaide stepped onto the long-awaited shore. I'm taking a stroll around the island, but I will definitely be back soon. Should I put on my cap? Hold up. Let's put on my gear. Let's put on my cap, my hat. Should I wear... I don't know. Could wear that. I definitely don't want to wear that. That one's kind of fun. Oh wait, that one. Yeah. Let's go. I'm taking a stroll around the island, but I will definitely be back soon. Behave yourself. A huge crowd gathered at the pier, and everyone was staring at the ship and the crew with mixed expressions. Is something wrong? Where's the harbor master? I apologize for being late. We were all just a little... They were nervous when they saw a warship on the horizon. Didn't the flag mean anything to you? Well, the flag is a flag, but no pirate has sailed such a vessel since the time of the 4 captains. And so, now for the formalities. I came for the inventory and to define the share. What share? Nothing has changed recently. As always, a 10th portion. I mean, put up with it. I mean, that's part of the laws, right? I mean, even pirates have to go with some sort of code. Sure. Well, since it's customary. For ages. Everything is according to the pirate code. When the official boarded the ship, Adelaide leaned toward Sebastian. Why do we have to give them a share? Shouldn't we just pay for the mortgage? Sebastian, without taking his eyes off the official, casually informed Adelaide about Tortuga's rules. The share has been a due since the pirate code was written. Each ship taking shelter on Tortuga pays a 10th of their loot. The money supports those pirates who can no longer work, from age or from injury. Or rather, that's how they used it back then. And now? And now there is so much loot that they've accumulated a decent fortune, and the governor uses it towards the development of the city. Oh, okay. Soon you will see for yourself how great this island is. It may fall short of Santo Domingo, but... Wow, the ship is as good as new. Reputation! Whoop, whoop, whoop. And since repairs are not needed, I think we can all go about our business. Oh, Tortuga. Finally, I'm home. We must celebrate our rebirth at once. Margaret, wait for me. Bobby dragged a huge bundle with the dress made from curtains. I hope I got the size right. I need to understand the local disposition. I doubt that the pirates would let a tyrant go unchecked. Where's Chris? I do not know, but this is his hometown. He must be attending to matters he would rather not advertise. Sharp peels struck the pavement. It appeared the girl was outside unescorted for the first time in her life, and it cast her into a stupor. In her hands, she clutched a weighty box containing her remaining wealth. You need to go to the governor to register and select accommodations. Yes. I'll take you. I'm going that way. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. That's super nice. I have to announce the Council of Captains. But I have a sense of foreboding about this gathering. Adelaide was left alone. It's time to get to know the city. The rumors about Tortuga were very controversial, but these streets are very pretty. Of course, the houses are worse than in Santo Domingo, but they are far from being huts. The tropical city, built up right between the palm trees, was very exciting to the lemur. He rushed around in circles. then ran up a palm tree, jumped onto a roof, and climbed down a wall only to find more interesting obstacles. Sometimes he jumped into the open windows and shot out of them like a bullet, dodging a thrown mug or shoe. You seem to be having fun. Clearly, he was very pleased. Trade flourished and life was peaceful on the island. One could easily forget that Tortuga was the heart of piracy. These tropical scents, the sea breeze, they reminded me of the island where I learned about magic. And it's pretty comfortable here. There's enough room to walk around or sit alone and admire the stars. Hats, wonderful hats. No pirate with the salt would be caught without one. It's worth a look. Okay, I get a new hat. That's right. We have that one, which has a weird haircut accompanying it. Then we have this one. Kiss tricorn. Okay. And a simple tricorn. Oh. But the hair with that is cute. Does this do anything? No effect? Oh, bitch. I'm getting this one then. I don't like the hat on that one. I like the hat on this one. I don't like the hair underneath. There's like a weird bangness going on. But that's just cute. That's cute. I'm getting this one. Simple and tasteful. By the way, I have a deal for you. A second hat is twice as cheap. Jackie did lose his hat in the hurricane. We can get him a sleek tricorn or a simple tricorn. That looks like his old hat. Let's get him something fancy to go with his fancy new digs. I'm sure he will like this one better. Sure. It's a brand new design. It's time to go further into the city. There were already several taverns and other places of entertainment nearby. Drink and the devil will bring you to the end. Yo ho ho. And a bottle of rum. Songs were heard from everywhere. Someone had fallen asleep on the grass, leaned back against the wall, clutching a bottle as though they were a baby. Another person strolled by idly, dreaming of adventure. Crash. A rowdy sailor flew right through the window of a tavern, and judging by the sounds from within, a fight broke out inside. The neighborhood around her now was no longer as clean, and was quite a sight to behold. The island was revealed in all of its colors. And then two very drunken regulars stumbled out of an alley. They immediately noticed Adelaide. I don't believe my eyes. Sailor. Since when did they hire women? A woman on a ship is trouble. Do you want bad things for our brothers? I bring trouble, bring good luck. I don't know. Bring good luck, sure. Heard of Sebastian? Who hasn't heard of the sea's favorite one? I'm his lucky charm. If I'm on the ship, then hurricane passes her by, and the fog recedes. And even, only this is a secret, mermaids sometimes follow me. And on what ship do you serve? Riptide. Well, we're clearly not on the same level. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I think that choice changes if you bought the other hat. So it might have an effect on the story. The tricorn. Because this one kind of makes you just look like a regular sailor, as whereas the other one probably makes you look more like the captain. And they asked you something a little bit different. They asked me how I like Tortuga, as opposed to like what ship am I on or what I serve on or whatever. Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's the same thing. You still get a diplomacy versus strength choice. It's fine. The city is beautiful and free. I guess this is what a city that belongs to the people looks like. There are some rough spots, but I think that over the years, everything will be fine. They don't seem to be oppressed people here, and no one seems to care about skin color or other differences. A man can be himself and live up to his full potential. Adelaide found herself in front of a brothel. The air from within carried the fragrance of flowers and perfumes. Muffled giggling and moans were audible, and then the girl noticed the silhouette of a figure in the alley. Chris? What are you doing here? I was about to ask the same. This is where my journey started. Just over 2 years ago, my father sold me to the same brothel. I realized with my first client that this life was not for me. The hectic escape plan and killing him, that was the beginning of my life on the Walrus. It still gnaws at you. I thought I'd finally let it go, but did you consider visiting your father? Laughing in his face? I already did. And how did it go? It's not much satisfaction in smiling at a gravestone. Oh. I'm almost not surprised. He drank like a horse. Hey, young and handsome. Why are you so shy? We always have discounts for the young and beautiful. And then she noticed Adelaide. Scram, you dove. This is my quarter. Start a conflict. I think you have it all wrong. What exactly do you take me for? The girl demonstrated the seriousness of her intentions, raising her blade. Huh. You think you can scare me like that? I know your breed. I'm far from helpless. Let's go. We don't need conflicts. Let's go. And they went somewhere quieter. I love this place because you can be yourself and not hide that you're sailing under the black flag. Is this what being yourself means to you? Christina showed the girl along the walking paths, enjoying herself. The smooth paving stones were surrounded by fragrant bushes and lit with warmly glowing lanterns. They passed by some shops, although they bored the pirates, and they would only come here to buy expensive new dresses for their favorite prostitute. Our heroine stopped in front of one such boutique. You want to buy some new rags? I would like to buy some for you. The men's clothing is on the other side, you know. Yeah. No. Have you ever worn a normal dress? You can't make me. You need to buy it. It's time to drop your mask. No. But Adelaide, ignoring Christina's outrage, dragged her into the boutique. This is ridiculous. That's it. Stop pretending. I see how it all tears at you. Don't worry, I'll help. But it's indecent or something. What's indecent about being a woman? What's more is there to discuss? I'm a woman, and I feel great. Especially when I fell on the same level with men, I see the panic and surprise in their eyes. And you are no worse than me. So get into a dress now, and no more referring to yourself as he. It really pisses me off and boggles my mind. You don't understand. You say that all the time. Admit that you're just afraid. I have nothing to be. You're afraid that everyone's attitude towards you will change. Afraid that you'll have to tell the truth and be yourself. Afraid that some things in your life might change. You have no idea what I went through. Can you imagine what I went through? A maniac is still sailing around the sea with the delusion that I should be his wife. I have to fight him constantly. I want you to be happy. And you can't be living a lie. You'll always have second thoughts that it's all an illusion. Yes. Yes. I'm scared. Everyone's scared. Are you feel ashamed of yourself? Jumping into a fight with just a knife doesn't faze you. You aren't afraid to stand there with the grape shot flying right past you. And yet, getting into a dress with your breasts unbound is scary? Alright. But I'm only trying it on. And taking a little walk. We didn't agree on that. You'll see. You'll like it. So you can buy her this, but that looks crazy. No. You can buy her this saucy number. Fancy. Or you can get her just an actual dress. But, I mean, she's a pirate. Come on. Yeah. Both practical and feminine. Huh. It's quite comfortable and freeing. And I look fearsome. And if we teach you some manners... And the girls went outside. The seamstress looked at them in shock. Especially when Adelaide paid for the outfit. It seemed unreal. And laughing, they went out onto the street. Hi. You're just in time. Adelaide took out the new hat. I have a gift for you. Wow. Yeah, he looks great. You shouldn't have. But of course I did. Because I love you very much. You're gorgeous. It was well worth it. Jackie leaned over Adelaide and kissed her gently. I see you found yourself a new acquaintance. Can you tell me where Chris is? I promised to take him to the best taverns in Tortuga. I put it? Hi, Jackie. Are you one of them? If you mean a woman, then I was born one. And how am I supposed to get you drunk now? Do you think I'll get jealous? It's alright. Take her out drinking. Christina needs to get used to the new her. I swear to God. Christina snatched her knife. Anything about my outfit, and I'll gut you. Well, yes. That's more like Chris. Or Christina, but I like Chris better. Well, let's go, I guess. Yes, let's go already. We've been on Tortuga for how long, and I haven't had a drop of rum in me. Well then, night is falling. It's time for me to find some shelter and finally immerse myself in the local atmosphere. I wonder what kind of establishment this is. The name's familiar. I think Seamus mentioned this place. The smoke was thick enough to cut with the knife from the tavern. Ugh. Gosh, I hate that. Like, when you especially like in like Vegas and you like walk through the casinos and they're just like full of smoke. I'm just like, ugh, I can't breathe. Terrible. Upon visiting the merchants, every pipe-owning sailor immediately purchased fine tobacco and puffed it with pleasure. And of course, there was lots of catching up to do and many tales to tell. And then he moved towards me. Rubbish. I swear, on St. Andrew, here's the cross. Truly dead, no eyes in his sockets, hair and teeth fell out long ago. And he stretched his hand towards me. Bam. This bullet went straight through his forehead. And he just swayed a bit, and he goes like, ah! And continues to reach his hand out at me. And you? I grabbed for a bar shot and bludgeoned the bastard over the head with it. And he? He doesn't care. He raises up his head and looks at me viciously, angry. What then? I tied a chain over around his neck and shoved him overboard. Swim with the cannonballs. The tavern regulars were clustered in a circle around Seamus, their mouths agape as he accounted his stories. Every so often there were short bursts of laughter and surprised exclamations. He's in his element. Adelaide sat down at the bar and decided to order a drink to be part of the group, but the selection in this tavern was very limited. Choose wine or rum. I probably should choose rum. I want something stronger. The fumes of cheap rum assaulted her nostrils. I knew what I was signing up for. The heavy drink went to her head. Oh my gosh, what have I done? It really looks good. What did you say? The rum gave her courage. I said I wouldn't mind taking a ride with you. Adelaide's hand reached for her weapon, but then she realized that in taverns things were settled very differently. Let me take my rum and sit down with you. That's what I like to hear. The glass shattered into pieces over the insolent man's head. The other regulars didn't want to intervene on behalf of the sailor, but it was a signal. Oh, I will kill you. Every patron who had a bone to pick with his neighbors decided to resolve the problem on the spot with his fist. A real bar fight ensued. Maybe I'm not so good at punching, but there are a lot of options here. And grabbing the stool she had at hand, she began to enthusiastically knock people around with it. Her adrenaline went through the roof. She took a few hits despite the fact that she was a woman. You raised your hand against me? A nearby mug cost someone a couple of teeth. This music! That candlestick is practically a dagger. Despite the fierce fighting, no one thought to draw their weapons. Only things at hand were used. Her fencing skills helped her fend off bottles and other projectiles. The barkeep was calculating the damages as they accumulated. Okay, we had our fun and that's enough. And then the whole crowd sat down to relax as though nothing had happened. As if a fight like this was commonplace. You were all wonderful, but I should go rest. She booked a room with the bartender. Give me a luxurious room. And a hot bath. And the room was fancy. Even better than her own room back home. And yes, the bath was of a very generous size. How long I've longed for a normal bath. And her wish was fulfilled. I'm tired of washing myself with pots and buckets on the ship. Having sunk into the hot water, she finally found herself completely relaxed. Pure bliss. The hot water warmed her to her core and soothed her muscles. Completely relaxed in the hot water, Adelaide almost dozed off, but she quickly returned to her senses. It's all lovely, but the captain's council is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day. Meanwhile, in the port. See? They're already moored. They didn't even bother to wait for us. That's okay. Soon. Very soon. Everything you own will be mine. You keep telling yourself that, buddy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 49 strength, 40 diplomacy, looking pretty good. 41 white magic. Okay, we need to beat that up, but yeah. So, it went pretty well. We got our first look into Tortuga, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. That bar fight was hilarious. Oh my gosh. And Christina finally embraced herself, became a saucy, feisty pirate. And I love it. Super great. Yeah, but anyway, I'm enjoying it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and show the video some love. And I will see you next time. Bye.